Hi, my name is Gilmer Galdong from Bachelor of Science, major in Psychology, Section 12E1, and I'm here to discuss the human activities affecting one of the spheres on Earth, which is the hydrosphere. And if you Google or check the dictionary about the book meaning of hydrosphere, rather, it shows that a hydrosphere is the total amount of water on a planet or on Earth. The hydrosphere includes water that is on the surface of the planet, underground, and even in the air. A planet's hydrosphere can be liquid, vapor, or ice, meaning it can be in all forms of matter, albeit solid, liquid, or gas. On Earth, liquid water exists on the surface in the form of oceans, lakes, and rivers. That is the major those are the major components or the bodies of water that is represented by the hydrosphere on Earth. Water is the most abundant substance at the surface of Earth. About 1.4 billion cubic kilometers or 326 million cubic miles of water in liquid and frozen form make up the oceans, lakes, streams, glaciers, and groundwaters found there or on Earth. It is this enormous volume of water in its various manifestation that forms the discontinuous layer enclosing much of the terrestrial surface known as the hydrosphere. Central to any discussion of the hydrosphere is the concept of the water cycle or hydrologic cycle. This cycle consists of a group of reservoirs containing water, the processes by which water is transferred from one reservoir to another or transformed from one state to another, meaning the forms of matters that I have stated earlier, in which liquid can be turned into solid. If it is frozen, it turns into ice, or if it's evaporated, it will become gas. And the rates of transfer associated with such processes, these transfer paths penetrate the entire hydrosphere, extending upward about 15 kilometers or miles in Earth's atmosphere and downward to depths on the order of 5 kilometers or 3 miles in its crust. So we've now discussed about the hydrosphere as a whole, and now I'm going to tell you which human activities are affecting the hydrosphere itself. Major effects caused by humans involve them throwing chemicals of water, alteration of river and runoff velocity and path, inputs of nutrients and heat pollution, and excessive removal of water from either rivers or aquifers. Also, one of the major causes of pollution on Earth due to human activities that generate domestic sewage and toxic wastes cause water pollution by contaminating water with disease-causing microorganisms and poisonous substances. Oil spills are another source of water pollution that have devastating impacts on surrounding ecosystems. The examples that I have provided of human activities that destroys bodies of water are more commonly found in one of the greatest or the most famous river in our country, which is the Pasig River. It is very much polluted these days, and it really is poisonous. That's why no fishes are currently found living in there, because they have died due to toxic substances thrown in that body of water. So we know what causes the body of water to be polluted. Let's now talk about how to solve this kind of concern. So most importantly, we need to properly dispose our hazardous household items, such as the chemicals that we have thrown in water previously. We need to reduce or eliminate the use of fertilizers or the chemical herbicides and pesticides that combines with water, because it is the most basic substances that makes the body of water poisonous itself. Lastly, we need to make appointment with our septic system, because on a small environment such as ours, this is the time wherein we need to clean it first before we get to the bigger problems, or we need to focus on our environment first before we focus on bigger bodies of water. So that's it. I have talked about hydrosphere, what human activities that affects it, and how we can reduce it. Once again, my name is Yale. Thank you so much for watching.